Boy Vago, and welcome back to another Let's Talk. And today we're doing something new. Today we started our own podcast, right? We
Yep.
started a podcast called Every Day I'm Struggling, because we're talking about the daily struggles that people go through. And I got my co-host with me. I got Miranda.
What's
Miranda?
up?
What's going on?
Nothing much, man. I'm enjoying this cool weather.
Yeah, me too. Not really, because it's cold. It's cold outside.
Come on, it's spring.
That is why I'm wearing a jacket, right?
It's just a little jacket, not a coat, not
yeah,
freezing.
But so Florida has a schizophrenic weather,
Right.
Like tomorrow is probably going to be 86 degrees.
It is.
But today, right now, like 51 degrees,
Yeah,
or some kind of craziness like that.
Yeah, we get 4 seasons in 1 week.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel
We're
about
lucky.
that. I don't know how I
Yeah,
feel about that.
yeah.
And for y'all wondering where we're actually at one of my wife's favorite spots, which is Panera Bread.
Panera's cool.
She likes
cool.
Panera, like their breakfast stuff.
They have good breakfast.
Not much of a fan, but it's all right. No knock on Panera. It's all good. Thank you for letting me use the spot, but that's not one of my favorite places, but it's hers. But let's get into it real quick.
Speaking of struggling, you know what I struggle with
What's
in
that?
terms of when you talk about breakfast food?
What's that?
Man, that coffee.
I make my own coffee.
Not from Panera Bread, though.
From where?
I'm gonna have to go with Dunkin' Donuts. That iced coffee, it makes me feel like I can do anything. I can conquer the world. I don't know what's in it.
Okay, so real talk. So I've tried Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Okay.
Not good. Like, I don't know.
You've had the iced
what-
coffee?
I've tried. Well, I don't think I've had the iced coffee.
Okay, you have to get like a certain flavor, like extra cream, no sugar.
I don't know what the craze is all about Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Matter of fact, I don't even. Okay,
Okay,
they're not gonna be great sponsors for us, but
right.
I don't even like Dunkin' Donuts. Now Krispy Kreme, that's a whole nother ball game.
I can't give it you on
That's
that.
a whole
I'm a Dunkin'
nother.
fan.
That's
I
a
can't.
whole.
Yeah.
The glaze doing it. And
Yeah.
Krispy Kreme.
Not a fan.
Listen, it is the bomb. But anyway, today we're talking about some interesting news. So I know that this month is
International Women's Month.
international.
Let me shout out just all my great women. You are doing wonderful things. I know we had an International Women's Day on March the 8th, but the whole month we are just celebrating women and what we're doing as a whole collectively. You guys are wonderful. Keep rocking.
Yeah. Salute to all the queens out there.
Yeah, there you go.
My house is full of women,
Yep,
right?
there you go.
I got
That's
a
why
wife,
you.
and I got 3 daughters.
That's it. That's
So-
why you're successful, because you got all these women around you.
I don't know about all that, but anyway. But no, I do salute all of the women in my life,
Yep.
and women are a great inspiration to us, and
Mhm.
there's a lot of things going on. And speaking about that, so I was listening to the news today.
Okay. Uh-oh.
And for those, I do listen to the news every once in a while, and I listen to celebrity news every
Okay.
once in a while.
Okay.
And I heard this news about Kanye West. Now, you know Kanye and Kim are going through this.
Yes,
this
this
whole thing.
divorce and
I think it's final now,
Right.
and all that kind of stuff. And she's dating Pete Davidson.
yep.
Now, Kanye apparently doesn't like that, of course.
You
But
think?
but here's the crazy thing. He's been dating other women,
Right.
but he said that he's fighting for his marriage, right? And now this was
What?
prior to all of course, them prior to the divorce.
Right.
Now, what I don't understand, today we're talking about, just in case you know, we're talking about equal rights, right?
Right.
For women.
Double standards.
Right. There's a double standard for men, and double
Mhm.
when it comes to how we perceive and things that we do,
That's correct.
right? So my question is, okay, to all the women out there, now he's been trash talking Pete and doing all this kind of stuff.
Trash talking and making a video of Pete in it of him getting killed.
Yeah. Well, allegedly. So it's not really. They're not saying it's him, but it kind of looked like him. I'm just
Y'all,
saying, it
let's
kinda
be
does
real.
look like him.
Y'all know that's Pete, right, in the video.
Right.
Okay, but allegedly, we'll go with allegedly just to keep it.
Because we didn't want to get no problems, but it kind of looked like him.
Okay,
right?
right. It's
Now-
his cousin.
Now, is it okay? Because we talk about double standard.
Right,
Now he's been dating other girls,
right,
and she's dating this one guy.
right.
Does he have a right to be upset? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Absolutely not. They are done. They are divorced. Kim can date whoever she wants, and he can date whoever he wants. The problem is not that he doesn't want her dating. The problem is it's in the public, and Kanye is hurt. His ego, that's what it's all about. Come on, let's just be real. Because you know men, you a man, right?
I'm a man.
There you go.
Right. So, and it's true, right? Most men. So here's the double standard, right?
Right.
So I'm just going to say hypothetically for all the men, y'all don't shoot me down, man.
Uh
Right?
oh. Uh oh.
See,
This sounds like a woman moment.
if a man cheats,
Mm-hmm.
his expectation is for the woman to take him back. But if a woman cheats, we ain't trying to have it. We ain't coming back. We ain't doing none of that kind of stuff. In most cases.
Why? What's the
Well, okay. So men are very territorial,
okay?
right? And most men can agree with that, right? And we don't want nobody else messing with our territory, right? Okay, I hate to use this analogy because I know the women out there are going to jump on this. Dogs are very territorial. I know.
Bro,
I know.
this ain't a good analogy right now.
I
If
know
you
this
started
real
with
good.
dog, I'm
Right?
just saying, you opening up a door.
I'm just
We're
saying.
about to come
but
in.
I'm being truthful out there. And don't kill the messenger, right? And if you notice, when a dog goes outside, I got a little dog. But when he goes outside, he marks his territory
Right.
because he's saying, I don't want no other dog to come where I was.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So men are very territorial. We don't want another man coming where we want. Now, I know that's a double standard.
It is, because how can you be so territorial, but at the same time, you're willing to give up that territory to go to another territory, and you expect us to stay in the territory?
Yeah, but I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying it's the truth. So now part of me understands why he feels that way. Now,
Or why he's acting that
why
way.
he's acting that way.
Yeah.
And then kids are involved, right? So your kids involved and all this kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
once you have kids involved, and so you definitely feel like, I don't want another man taking care of my kids. I don't want another man that my kids are calling daddy. Because they're my kids.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if it's flipped, and I know it's not right, right? If a man is dating another woman,
Mm-hmm.
he expects the woman to be okay with that.
Right.
And be okay if the girls or his daughters or kids or sons call the other woman, this is my stepmom, or this is my,
Hence the double standard. Absolutely.
Right, and I'm saying it's right. But
Right.
there's double standards everywhere. There's double
Right.
standards in the workplace.
Right.
Right. Which there's double standards pretty much everything. Everything that we do.
Yeah.
Right. If a man sleeps around, they call him, he a stud.
He a stud. He a great. He a champion. But if a woman, y'all know what they call her. Like, look at Lori Harvey. She was just simply dating. And to all my women out there, it's okay to date if you're single. Let me just set the stage. If you are single, it is okay to date multiple men at one time.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa. I don't know if I agree with that.
When you're in the dating process.
But hold on,
now,
no. Okay,
let me be very clear.
Okay.
Now, if you decide, we've had a conversation and we are exclusively dating, and I'm going to get to know you and only you, then that is different. But yeah, they teased Lori Harvey because she was dating all these celebrities before her and Michael B. Jordan got together. I'm like, yo, the girl is dating.
But you heard what you said. You said dating multiple guys.
Yeah.
At the same time?
Yes. When you come on now. Oh, let's be real.
That's hoism to the first. I mean, come on now.
Oh, wow. No,
I'm just being real. Right?
Are you serious?
There's no way. I don't care. There's no. And I'm not saying this for a woman. I'm saying for anybody.
So you're telling me when a man is single, let me set the stage again. A man is single and he is getting to know women. He's not in a relationship with anyone. He's not dating more than one woman at one time?
No.
Oh, come on. I'm going to have to call you on the carpet.
No, I disagree. I don't think it's right for anybody to date multiple people at the same time. Right?
Well, okay, so
define what you're talking about.
Okay, so because we have to define dating,
because
right?
Everybody got the different definition.
Right. So when I say dating, meaning we're not exclusive, meaning we are getting to know one another. This can include talking on the phone, meeting to go on dates, right? But we have not said, hey, we are only exclusively getting to know one another.
So this is no intimate.
You have not said, hey, I don't want you seeing anyone else. I don't want you talking to anyone else. We have been talking and getting to know. Why you looking at me like there's a bird on my head?
I don't know about that.
So you're telling me that you don't think men when they're dating, like they're not dating multiple women, they're only seeing one woman at a time?
I think they're wrong too.
But do you really think that men are only seeing one woman at a time?
They should.
They should, but are they?
I can't speak for every
Okay,
man.
he in the box, y'all.
I'm a married man. I don't date multiple people at one time. But even before, I just don't. If we're not single, I just didn't think it was right. Because how can you get to know multiple people at the same time?
But here's the thing: until we get deep enough in the process where I've decided, okay, listen, I really like you a lot, and I only want to get to know you because I see something here. It's a process to get to that point.
I think there's room for confusion. I think I call it the Solomon effect.
And let me just say this personally, I think it's time consuming. You know,
Because how can you
to
get
do that.
okay? So, and this is a double standard. To me, this is with anybody. How can you get to know multiple people all at the same? Y'all gotta help me out. Help me out. How can you get to? Because my thing is, it takes focus, it takes energy,
Yeah.
it takes it being intentional,
Mhm.
right? How can I get to know multiple people if or get to know one person if I'm trying to get to know multiple people? This is the reason why I don't think you have multiple best friends. Like you don't have 10 best friends. It's like, is that they're your best friend? Or then you get, like this one is my best friend. This one is my
Watch it.
best friend.
Watch
This one
it.
is my best friend.
You're skating. You're
I
skating.
think there's close friends,
Right.
and then there's your best friend. Same
Listen.
thing with dating, right? And I think men or women,
Right.
right? I think you have to focus in to get to know somebody. But anyway, and this is not a new thing, right?
This is not.
Like if you go
But
back to
it's a double standard thing because what happens, I'm a woman and I am dating multiple men. I am seen as promiscuous, even though I may or may not be having sex with these men, right? Just in this situation with Lori. But if you're a man, then guess what? You are a player. You are cool.
You
You are
gigolo.
hip. Yeah, there you go.
yeah,
But that is the double standard, and hence this problem with Kanye and Kim. Kanye is upset at her. He's trying to make it like it's I don't want my kids on TikTok and this and that, and then you have this video because you don't want your kids seeing certain things.
and I think he's right. But a part of me again, I gotta hit him again, right? Because he did do the video, right?
Correct.
Of him dragging, what looks to be a image, a clay image of Pete, right?
Mhm.
So both of it is wrong,
Yeah.
right? So I don't see a double standard, but I can understand about the social media stuff
Okay.
because you still have to co-parent together,
Yeah.
and certain things should require discussion on both of their ends.
Yeah.
So I understand that, right? And I think for the most part too, for most women, I mean, everything there is. I mean, it is a double standard for when it comes to women and men. Let's be honest.
We
be
know
real.
that that's true.
Yeah.
Because like you were saying about the territory, Kanye is saying he's fighting for his marriage and he wants Kim back per se, right? I'm using air quotes here. But at the same time, you're out dating multiple women and you're doing all these things with men. You say I don't want anybody else in my territory, but then you're outside of your territory in somebody else's territory. Make it make sense.
Okay, so for all the ladies that are watching, hit us up. Let us know if you struggle with double standards, because there's even double standards in the workplace,
Of course.
right?
Men make more money. Men can get away with certain things that women can't. Emotions. We can be in a meeting and a man can say something, it's received well. A woman can say something, oh, she got an attitude. Or, oh, she's passionate. And it's like, yo, we just said the same thing.
Okay, so this is where I struggle.
Okay, come on.
And help me out. I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm just saying to help me out.
Come on.
Right? So women want men to treat them equally.
Right.
And I don't think we treat anybody equally.
You got to break that down. Come on.
Okay, so prime example. With kids, for those of you that have kids,
Okay.
parents will say, I treat all my kids the same.
Right.
It's not true. It's not true. You don't treat your kids the same. All of your kids are different, and you
Right.
treat them based on their uniqueness,
Right.
right? So, like prime example, my first daughter, she was a tough one,
It's your first
Oh,
one.
she got some
Yeah.
whoopers though. Boy, did she get some whoopers.
Right.
Oh, for those who don't give their kids whoopers, I give them like love taps, right? But my second one was different.
She didn't need as many love taps.
She did not. No, don't get me wrong. She was wrong. But the minute I just even mentioned a whooping, she would just, oh my God, you're about to kill me. Oh my God, I don't want to do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right? So I've learned. I didn't have to do that with her because she got it.
Right.
So I didn't treat them both the same.
Mhm.
Now one of them could have looked and be like, well, how come you give me whoopings and you don't give her whoopings?
But see, that's different. That's not equally.
No,
Because that's each child
I'm
needs
just-
something different.
right. But even individually. All right. Now I get it. Some people be like, well, no, that's not what we're saying. We're saying everybody should have equal rights.
And right.
To some point,
Equal
I get.
access.
Yeah. Okay. I get that.
Correct.
But there's no way we were built differently.
Yeah, we were built differently, but you can give me something different and it still be equal. Like for example, let me break this down. So
Okay.
we are in a workplace, we have the same job, we have the same title. You're a man, we have the same experience, right?
Right.
We both got 10 years of experience. You're a man, you're making XYZ salary and I'm making ABC. Why am I getting paid less for the same role and I have the same level of experience
Now,
as
yeah,
you?
I agree. Now that I agree with.
Right?
Yep.
Now, within our roles, our managers may manage us differently because our personalities are different, how we tackle and look at things are differently, but we're still doing the same role.
True.
So
True.
that is where equal access and equality comes in.
And that I agree with.
Right.
I agree with. So maybe my case is not in everything that you can treat people equally.
You can treat people
Fairly.
equally with still giving them different things, right? You can do that, right? Everybody doesn't necessarily need the same, but there are base factors that do stay the same, right?
Right.
And when women say we want to be treated equally, we don't want to be looked down. Men can go out, they can achieve, they can do this and they can do that, and they can still have a family.
Yep.
If a woman wants to achieve in her career and she's doing all these things, oh, she's independent. She doesn't need a man. She doesn't want a man. That's not necessarily true. We have goals and dreams as well. We desire to have a family just like a man does, but because we're a woman, it's looked at differently. You see?
Okay, so this brings up a great point. So this weekend I was sitting with a buddy of mine,
Okay.
and he also has daughters, and he asked me a question. He said, "Man, how do you deal with wanting them to be independent? Like saying you're independent, you don't need anybody, you're strong black woman, you can do this,
Mm-hmm.
but also deal with them making sure that they don't go too far and push, they grow up and push men away,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
Because as a man, we understand that, right? And for all the women out there, and let me really explain what we're talking about. So most men want to feel wanted.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a fact. That's the way
And
we're
needed.
built. And needed.
Wanted and needed.
Right. That's the way that, and I think everybody wants to feel wanted. So two differences. Women want to feel loved
Right. Insecurity.
and secure.
Yes.
Right. Men want to know that they're respected.
Respect.
Right. They got to
Yes.
know they're respected, but they also want to feel needed.
Yep.
Right. This is why when you could have kids
Yeah.
and the kids become a conflict,
Yeah.
because now when the woman has the kids, the woman is all to the kids and loving on the kids.
It's a balance.
And the man is like, yo, man, I was here before these kids.
Right.
Like, help brother out. Like,
Right. It's a
yo,
competition. Like,
yeah. Like, now he's getting resentful because he's like, these kids taking all my time. Like, what's
Right.
going on? Right.
Right.
So there's a difference there, right?
Mhm, mhm.
So you want to make sure that, and this is for all the women out there, all the independent women, throw your hands up at me. Okay. Right. I think with most men, and when it comes to equality with that, most men, they don't have a problem with a woman being independent,
Mhm.
right? Same way a woman does. A woman wants a guy that has his own,
Correct.
right? Equal. We talk about equal. A woman said, "I want a guy. He has his house, his own car, da da da." But a guy just wants to feel needed. He's not necessarily intimidated by what you have.
Mhm.
Is when you start pushing it in his face,
Absolutely.
like, this is all I got. I got this. I did this by myself. I did this by myself. But then you're like, well, heck, what you need me for then?
Yeah.
Like, what you want me for? You know?
Yeah. I think to go back to your friend's point of asking that question, we have to understand there's a need to be independent and there's a need to be interdependent, and we have to be both, right? Because we do need people, and we do need each other. And men and women, we're supposed to be in a relationship, but I think where we've kind of got off course is just because a woman is successful, just because she is achieving in her career, her life, and she's succeeding, whatever her success looks like, it doesn't mean she does not need or want a man. Because here's the thing, and I think this is where people they get messed up. I can be very good at my career, and I can be a driver, director, if you know the chart,
Right,
right?
right,
The
right,
high
right.
I, the high D.
Right, right.
But in my relationship, I have no desire for that. And that is the misconception that I think men sometimes get. They see a woman, they see her being successful, they see her achieving in her career, they see her doing all these things, and I think, she doesn't need or want a man. And that's not necessarily true. She does, because in her relationship, she still wants a leader. She wants to be led in her relationship, even though she's a leader in her career.
Right.
It's two different things.
I think so. I know him. So I know
Don't
I get
do it.
spiritual. I know.
Okay, I thought you was about to skate on something.
But I think in relationships you have to learn how to be the lion and the lamb.
That's it.
Right. You got to know how to follow, but you also got to know how to sometimes lead. Because you're right, in the workplace, sometimes you have to be
a leader.
You have to put on a different hat.
That's the perfect analogy. And that's exactly what it is. It's wearing different hats. Just because she wears that director, CEO, or leader hat at work, it doesn't mean in a relationship that she wants to necessarily, you know what I mean, be that person. She desires to be led in her relationship. She still wants the man to be the leader.
Yeah.
You know, but I think sometimes men see her as a leader in the workplace and they think,
and that's a struggle.
And that's the struggle.
That is a struggle. That is
the struggle.
Yeah, man.
And I even think with Kim and Kanye, some of those dynamics exist, right?
Yeah.
Because he's seeing Kim succeed. She's successful. She has her own name, her brand, and now she's dating someone else.
Yeah.
And even though he's dating someone else and he's doing all these things, that ego starts to creep in. All of these things, now it's the kids are thrown into it.
Yeah.
And now we're dealing with this situation of what we're seeing playing out in the public side.
Yeah. Struggle is real. Struggle is real. Struggle is real, y'all. So listen, y'all, I appreciate you guys listening to this. We're going to be talking some more stuff. But today, we want to thank you for watching. Also, if you enjoyed the program, if you enjoyed what we're doing, please like and share it. You're going to see a little thing there. Just like it. Share it out with somebody else. Because we're going to be talking about struggles. We're going to be talking about the real stuff that people deal with. Because I don't know about y'all, but the struggle is definitely real. See y'all next time.